Hill sponsors Joshua versus Breazeale on Sky Sports Box Office.
Radio Raheem here with Michael Buffer, once again the voice of boxing cascading through London's Covent Square. You had the chore of talking to these great people and bringing on a heavyweight title bout. You were so close to the action. What did it look like when the two of them were facing off? How tense was it?
I got to tell you something. I'm really surprised at how really big Breazeale is. I mean, he's bigger than Joshua, obviously taller. And I'm standing behind him. He's got this full back and everything. Like, oh my God, this guy is a big guy. And you know he's a good athlete. I think he played quarterback in college football. And the first time I met him was when he was part of the U.S. Olympic team a few years back, and I was part of the fundraising committee for the Olympics. And he's an impressive guy, and he's articulate. Got a face like a movie star. So it's the battle of the two good-looking, undefeated heavyweights tomorrow night.
Now, we saw, obviously, that Anthony Joshua is incredibly fit. He's got all the muscles, all the chisel. But, like you said, Dominic Breazeale is much bigger. In your experience, does conditioning, the visible conditioning, matter once that bell rings?
I think all fighters that get into the ring, they're in shape, you know, at this level. After that, it becomes talent, skill, focus, and, you know, who's going to impose their will, especially when you weigh 250 pounds. So I think that's what we have to look forward to. It's like AJ has always, obviously, 16-0, 16 KOs, always imposed his will. But a lot of people are talking about Dominic's last fight where he got knocked down and came back to win. That's the key. He got knocked down like all heavyweights should at one point, you know, or at least get cracked, like AJ got cracked against Dillian White. You know, took a left and then came on to win later on. So Dominic has shown if he gets knocked down, he's still going to get up and try to fight, and possibly fight well. He knows what it's like, and he's shown that he has that will to win. That's very important.
Both of these guys are Olympic athletes. How much does amateur career in participating in the Olympics, do you think, give you the kind of experience to fight at this elite level? And the odds are so stacked against Breazeale. Is that not being considered?
Yeah, it's got to be considered. I mean, when you're on an Olympic level, you're on a world stage. I mean, you're not fighting at the pro level. You still have to polish your skills as a big man. They get better as they get older. But you know, he's shown that he's committed himself to the training and the discipline and everything you have to do to get to an Olympic level. So he's got all the tools. He's just going to have to bring it all with him tomorrow night.
Michael Buffer breaking down Anthony Joshua versus Dominic Breazeale, the third man in the ring before the referee.
Doesn't he look great in this sweater?
I tried to interview yesterday and I just didn't look good enough, so I just scaled it down today and didn't even try. Always the sharpest man in the room. Radio Raheem, Michael Buffer. See you at the O2 Arena Saturday night.
You got it.
William Hill sponsors Joshua versus Breazeale on Sky Sports Box Office.